News at 5.
Well, so close. We reached 98 degrees today, but even though we didn't reach the triple digits, it's sure going to feel like that at Arizona Stadium because today the class of 2016 graduates.
Soon-to-be alums gathered with their friends and families before taking their big moment tonight. Up to 5,000 students are expected to be at the stadium. That's not including their 40,000 plus guests. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Stella Inger. Well, how will this heat play out on the biggest night at the U of A? Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen is here to answer that.
But we begin with 9 on your side's Keaton Thomas, who is live at the U of A where the grads are starting to gather outside. Keaton?
Well, it's the grads gathering outside, and we're here with a lot of the parents and the family members gathering outside, getting ready to get into Arizona Stadium. And it's crowded here. It's really crowded all over campus today as everyone's getting ready for, again, the 152nd commencement ceremony, which will be later here at Arizona Stadium. And this afternoon, as you were talking about, it was a lot of photos on campus. We found families and graduates taking pictures in places like Old Main or the mall. And then students I talked to said that this is a surreal moment for them. Many of them looking forward to their post-graduation plans. Parents and family members came from all over the world descending here on Tucson to see their graduates, and some told me for the past few years it just absolutely flew by watching their kids in college.
Today I just told my wife it felt like it was 2 years here. It went by so fast. I mean, I remember coming here as a freshman, coming for Parents Weekend. We had an amazing time. Football games, basketball games, things just flew by.
And so out here, we've already got, as we said, the line getting ready to get into the stadium. The gates open here at 5:30 for the ceremony, which starts at 7:30. And Guy, you touched on it, just the sheer number of people who are going to be here. There's 6,000 degrees that are going to be conferred, along with 4,000 students-ish expected to be on the field, and then as many as 40,000 people up in the stands here at Arizona Stadiums for the celebration. For now, we're live at the U of A. I'm Keaton Thomas, KGUN 9 on your side.
All right, Keaton, thank you so much. Aaron, I think the people who sit on the shady side are going to be lucky.
They got it made, right? So far, our high today, 98 degrees. But I tell you, that temperature has been weeble-wobbling all over the place. So there's still a chance we might eke out 99, if not 100. But for that graduation ceremony tonight, yes, it's going to be a warm one. 94 degrees when everyone's out trying to find the perfect spot to sit. 8 p.m., 90 when the commencement speaker is speaking, about 85 degrees, and then 80 just as the event is starting to wrap up. Of course, guys, everyone wants to know the forecast for the weekend. I have a sneaking suspicion there might be a few graduation parties going on.
Oh, a few.
Yeah, so I'll have the forecast for that.
Thanks, Aaron. Even with this heat, people are still spending time outdoors.
Yeah, 9 on your side's Craig Smith found people and animals finding ways to stay cool.
I'm Craig Smith at the splash pad at Brandy Fenton Park. Here it is. It's not even June yet, and the temperatures are getting up there. So places like this are starting to look pretty good. You don't have to ask the kids how they like the splash pad. You can see and hear their answer as they play in the cool, wet relief from the heat. Lacey Sanford says about a week ago, the time and the temps started to seem right to bring Brielle here.
Getting pretty hot outside, so it's always nice to come here. We like this park. There's a lot of playgrounds for the kids, and this is nice too.
There's a bronze tortoise and some kids not far from the splash pad. Across town at the Reed Park Zoo, a real tortoise named Ferdinand had an "ooh, that's good" look on his face as he was getting a refreshing cool down. The zoo takes extra steps to keep animals cool. For the lions, it's popsicles, just as they like them, made with frozen blood. The lemurs get treats humans could appreciate, with fresh fruit frozen inside.
Even animals that come from Africa and are used to a tremendous amount of heat as a species aren't necessarily used to that here in Tucson. So when it gets warm, we make sure everybody has plenty of water, plenty of frozen treats, access to shade, and access to an off-exhibit area if it gets particularly warm.
Habitat for Ronan and Finley the grizzly bears has flowing water and a nice cool pool. But they'd rather compete to sit in a plastic water tank, sort of like a child who gets a nice present and decides to just play with the box. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
For many Tucsonans, Mount Lemmon is the place to go to beat the heat, but a fire could damper your plans this weekend. It's called the Montrose Fire, about a mile from Summer Haven. As of today, still some progress being made. It remains at 13 acres. Officials believe it was human-caused. They are investigating. As the College Peak fire near Douglas continues to grow, deputies have found the man behind the spark. Enrique Hernandez Oropeza is being detained at the Cochise County Jail. He is charged with 3 counts of reckless burning and has an ICE hold with a $2,000 bond. The fire has now burned about 1,260 acres and is only 40% contained.
Now to a 9 Your Side crime alert. Deputies are searching for these 2 men who stole $3,000 worth of cigarettes from Circle K last month. Here they are. It happened on the one near Craycroft and 29th Street. They're described as white, both about 5'11" and early 20s. And they left in a car, a light blue 1980s to 1990s Acura that had a peeling paint on the hood. There, you can kind of vaguely see it there. Anyone with information is asked to call 911 or 88 Crime. Well, you are looking at $4.5 million of marijuana. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers seized 9,000 pounds from a man coming from Mexico as he tried to enter the U.S. The 59-year-old driver was sent to ICE.
It is the end of the road for dog racing in Arizona. As of January 1st of next year, greyhound racing in Tucson and Arizona will be a thing of the past. Governor Doug Ducey made it official today with the signing of 2 bills. The governor said, quote, "It's heartening that these beautiful greyhounds will soon be off the tracks and in loving homes."
Well, a judge has found Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio and 3 of his top aides in civil contempt of court. This for disobeying his orders in the racial profiling case. Court documents say the defendants have engaged in multiple acts of misconduct, dishonesty, and bad faith with respect to the plaintiff class and the protection of its rights. It started in 2013 when the judge found MCSO guilty of racially profiling Latinos during traffic stops and issued a ruling to stop it. In 2015, Arpaio admitted he violated the judge's orders, but later launched an investigation into the judge and his wife in a failed bid to get him off the case. Arpaio is closer to a possible criminal contempt case that could end in fines or jail time.
Recognize this voice?
All of a sudden, and that was the end, and then he said goodbye to her, and that was literally the end. He's got 0 interest in the name.
Many are saying it sounds like Donald Trump. Find out what's being said and hear Trump's response to the allegations.
And later, frustrations growing among airports, airlines, and especially air travelers. The latest plan the TSA is announcing to help this frustrating problem. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.